Can I use these? Both of these?
Can I use these? Both of these? Now, what I'm going to do this time, and we are live. What I'm going to do this time is
I gotta do this.
tweet out the link before the show actually starts because I heard.
What's wrong with you?
Now remember what I told you. Please let me get through this. Never mind. Not even going to say anything. What do we have here?
3:14.
Yeah. What?
It's
Oh,
3:14.
the time. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Can I not interrupt you now?
Go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 753, the Fomantis Podcast, the Go Nintendo Podcast, now officially part of the Greenlit Podcast Network at Greenlit Podcast. What is it? Greenlit Podcast Network. No, it's just greenlitpodcast.com. Greenlitpodcast.com.
So wait, I'm not allowed to interrupt you, but you can interrupt yourself.
We are officially part of the Greenlit Podcast
What's wrong
Network.
with you?
Well, I knew the name of the network, but I had to get the name of the URL correct. Mom Brain. We'll
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Josh, shut up. We will talk about all this exciting Greenlit stuff in a second. But first, Mom Brain, will you tell us about Fomantis, please? Right here.
Permission to speak?
You may speak freely.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to interrupt.
I have to give the plug in it. Now, I'll talk about this in a second.
That
Fomentis.
story was boring and dumb.
Josh. Josh is salty this
Oh,
week.
Josh with an attitude. What a surprise.
All right. During the day, Fomentis sleeps and soaks up light, much like I wish I could do if I didn't have to work. When night falls, it walks around looking for a safer place to sleep. So it sleeps all day, and then at night it wakes up looking for a place to sleep.
And during the day, it sleeps like pretty much anywhere. But at night, it's like, all right, I got to make sure I'm protected.
It's a foot tall. It's 3 pounds. It's a sickle grass
Mm.
category Pokemon, and its abilities include Leaf Guard.
Leaf guard.
Sure, whatever.
Small brain. All right.
You're welcome.
Yes, I need this back. So yeah. If you've been following Go Nintendo on the old Twitter or perhaps
I'm
the
sorry, what's Twitter?
Patreon, you know this information already. If you haven't been, then here's some new information for you. The thing that I've been teasing is we are now officially part of the Greenlit Podcast Network, and the URL is greenlitpodcast.com if you want to see who else is part of the network. This has been in the works for a really long time. I said we are partnering with someone who's overseeing this that I greatly respect and I've known for a very long time. I'm very happy to be working with them. It's Jeremy Parrish, who worked for a billion different sites. He just started working at Limited Run Games, I believe. So he's going to be working with them to put out physical releases of Switch games. But he worked at 1UP. He worked at US Gamer. He's worked at a million different places. He does the Retronauts podcast, which is also part of the Greenlit Podcast Network. So I'm honored to be working with him. I've actually been working with him for a few months now because he was doing stuff. He was doing stuff for the Beard blog or the Beard Club that I'm working for, but he's transitioned out of that. I'm still doing it, but now he's focusing on Limited Run Games and the podcast network.
Can I interrupt yet?
Yeah, go ahead. It was just the thing in the beginning. I have to say.
It was the thing in the beginning. I thought you said the thing after the Pokemon. I
That's
couldn't
what
interrupt.
I thought.
So here I am interrupting the thing in the beginning, and I'm breaking rules.
You did, yeah, literally right off the bat.
I did exactly what you told me, though. You told me not to interrupt the thing after the podcast or after the Pokemon thing.
Yeah.
And you did it before the Pokemon thing.
No, I didn't. I said the name of the Pokemon. I said, go Nintendo Podcast, Webisode 753 to whatever podcast now, and then you started interrupting.
Okay, I don't know if you're aware of this, but on
You don't
this
listen?
podcast, Mom Brain reads about a Pokemon.
Mhm.
So when you say, don't interrupt what I say after the Pokemon thing, I thought what you meant was her Pokemon thing.
So by saying you thought I meant Mom Brain.
No, I thought after she did her Pokemon thing, you were going to
Hey.
talk about the network.
First week.
Listen. Communicate.
You don't listen, just like Josh doesn't listen.
Can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
No one cares about me.
So yeah, we're part of the network, and that's the thing I was going to say. I have to mention the network.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
In the beginning. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do it like if it's the first thing you hear when you start the show, or if I do it the way I did it today, smoother next week, obviously.
Does it have to be part of this, or can it be pre-recorded and then you can put it in there? Because that way I can't interrupt it.
Yeah, I can do that, but we would still have to do it live, so that'd be double. That wouldn't make any sense.
So it has to be live. That was what I just said. Does it have to be part of this right here, which would be the live?
Well, I mean, the show could literally start by you hitting a button. So unless you're going to interrupt yourself doing something, you would hit the button, it would play the blurb, and then the show would start. But it is you, so I don't know. So yeah, we're part of the network. I'm very excited. What does it mean content-wise? It don't mean crap. We're the same old show.
We're the same old shovel.
No way! I don't believe it!
It's true. Freddie Fro says, "Hi guys, first time listener here. Found you guys via the Greenlit Podcast Network. Really like everything so far, except this Josh guy. Seems a little monotone and robotic so far."
Hold on,
because there's going to be new people who never heard the show before, so they get
what the heck?
That's a. Sorry, guys.
What do you mean? You think?
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Are you serious?
You're right.
You think joining this network that's going to promote podcasts will get us new listeners? No, I don't at all.
I just want to know who risky clicks on us. like,
why is it a risky click?
I mean, look at us.
What do you mean? Look at us?
All new listeners.
Well, this
just
sponsorship ends next week, I guess, because you guys don't believe in the show.
Funny.
Welcome.
I believe in it deeply. I just don't know who else does.
Welcome to the GoNintendo podcast, all new listeners.
Hi, how are you?
So the podcast is about Nintendo. We do talk about Nintendo at some point, but we do a whole bunch of other stuff first. As you can tell, we have a soundboard.
Let's have a little fun.
Which podcast member Nikki Hill is manning right now.
No one cares
I would
about
like
me.
to put out there right now that I would like the opportunity for all of us to have a crack at the soundboard. So like Kirby can
Me
do
included?
it 1 week.
You did last week.
Right. I did last week. Nikki Hill. You know what I
She
mean?
wants it back. No.
Like everybody could have a turn.
What do you? I don't care.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
So there's that. Mom Brain is here as well. She's the female voice you hear speaking.
I
That's
remember.
me.
There's me. There's also Kirby, who's not here this week. Those are the regulars. No, we are not doing a chat controlled soundboard, Giant Reggie. We also have our Discord where people are talking to us in the podcast chat right now. So we stream the show live every week, usually Saturdays, 3:15 p.m. East Coast time, New Jersey time, 3:15. But you might be listening to the recorded version. So if you like the recorded version enough, maybe you'll jump in on the live stream if you want to. And as always, thanks to the dedicated crew that comes in and joins us live. Hello, Nico Darunia, Armored Frog, Giant Reggie, Nintimdo, Alan Wolf, Freddie Fro, wherever Breddy Bro is, I don't know. Nate or Die. Hello, Drake and Ridley Soria. And Axel, every time, Axel is Sep. And whoever else I didn't see, thanks for joining us. Oh, Nikki Hill, Mom Brain, thanks for joining us in there.
Oh.
Hi, Double D. So
We should also note that Ramit's been battling some kind of a cold.
Oh yeah, I should say that.
Because the throat clearing.
Well, I pull away from the microphone.
Right. I just,
Can I ask why you talk with the microphone down like
it
that?
feels better.
Why do you want to point it at the table? It's fine.
Like this.
Just
Feels
asking.
good. It feels too high. It feels like my nose is in it, and
She wants
you
to
can
get
So
hear
the
me.
lower the
resonance from her
thing.
You
throat.
hear me. I can't. It doesn't go any lower.
Can you hear that?
They're both. Then we go into news. Then we go into what we've been playing. Then we go into questions from you guys, and then we do music trivia. So we got a little bit of everything.
I'm putting the music trivia together as we speak.
Thanks, Small Brain. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And the unofficial fifth member of the podcast is Josh Grobot, who's a recent addition. Josh, how's it going? You got anything to add to the show today?
I'm feeling so great. Thanks for
Wow.
asking.
Well, we're happy to hear that, Josh.
Sure, whatever.
Double D says, first time listening live. I normally download the podcast and listen on my way to work. Been a fan for a couple of years now. Well, thank you, Double D. I appreciate it. That's fantastic. We're happy to have you. And we're happy to have you listening when you're not going to work. Who the hell wants to go to work?
I don't
It sure is boring
around
Enough
here.
link, thank you.
I don't mind my job.
But you're excited about the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to get up in the morning and get going.
I don't mind my P's and Q's. I don't know what that's.
Does your mother know
You're
that?
on rim shot duty there, but we can't do it to you. There we go. The soundboard has been re-leveled. Also, we fixed something that Mom Brain realized last week. Boom Tetris for Jeff was somehow left off the podcast soundboard when I redid it.
What?
So I don't remember if it's Tetris or Boom Tetris.
I saw it, but I don't see it now. There it is. Tetris. Boom.
We'll hit it up.
Are you trying
Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
to tell him what to do?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Is that called?
And Josh has been learning more language lately. Again, Josh is a self-aware robot. We are not hitting buttons for him. He just
I don't want to be here.
he just speaks his own mind and just happens to say the same things over and over again.
That story was boring and dumb.
Thanks, Josh. All right, I think that's it. I feel like I'm forgetting.
All right.
something.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
There's something. Oh,
Freddie Fro, what a sweetheart. For all new listeners, don't worry if you miss anything for a second during the show. Nikki Hill graciously always asks for a follow-up immediately after most things to keep people up to speed.
I was
Thank you.
Do you need a drink?
watching you during your viewing of The Mandalorian, and I was like, this guy's on his phone half the time the show's on.
That's not correct.
That's definitely correct.
No, it wasn't. I got 2 text messages the entire time.
I specifically stopped what I was doing to watch you, and you were just on your phone for at least a minute. At least a minute. It's true.
I wish I knew what I was looking up. Maybe if the
I
show
don't
was a
know.
little more exciting.
Looking up like what's coming next on The Mandalorian. Yes, I know. I have milk bubble voice, Highly, Tom. I agree. It's this damn cold. All right, let's
Oh.
do some news.
That has been jumping up. I I ate a piece of a donut the other day at work, and I went to swallow, and somebody asked me a question, and I
one
went
piece of a donut
well,
for lunch.
I didn't want to
today.
eat the whole thing. I go back for the rest of it later, but I had a piece, and I went to like somebody asked me something, and I like tried to swallow it and talk, and it like burped up, and I was like,
We have something new for news. Now when we transition into news, this is something I want to add to the soundboard for a while. Could you please hit the news button, Nikki Hill?
is that alphabetical?
It is alphabetical.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Okay, here, are you ready?
I've been ready.
And a 1, and a 2, and here we go.
It's a nice little intro to news.
Okay.
It's from an old NES game. Can anybody guess the NES game? And it's from like a news report in the NES game. Mom Brain, you look. Oh, you want me to tell you right away?
What is the news?
Conquest of the Crystal Palace. There you go. Thank you. Mom Brain, you look like you were going to guess.
I was, but
I was. There is a new trademark.
Should we add? I'm sorry.
No, please interrupt. Yes. Anything I need to repeat?
Yeah. No. Before we get into news, could there be like an intro that we could play? No. We have the Hey Wahapa.
Yeah.
Should we put in I don't think so.
No, we shouldn't. There's a new trademark from Nintendo this week in Argentina, and it's for Mario and Luigi. So as you might know, Alpha Dream is the team that worked on most of the Mario and Luigi games, and they unfortunately filed for bankruptcy not too long ago. So many were like, uh-oh, we're in trouble here. Now the Mario and Luigi series is going to have to find a new developer, and Nintendo's going to have to take it on. And it's going to take a lot more time, blah, blah, blah. That could still be the case, but in Argentina, a new trademark has been filed for the Mario and Luigi series. It's just flat out Mario and Luigi. So there could be a new one on the way.
Mario!
But we don't know when. We don't know what to expect. There has been a rumor. What is that? Is that Mario? No, I think it's about late this week. There's been a rumor about a new Paper Mario game coming to the Switch that is like in a more traditional sense. So I guess that would mean more focus on story and none of the like superfluous gimmicks of the previous Paper Mario games. But that's just rumor. But yes, it seems like at the very least, Nintendo is protecting the Mario and Luigi
The old Mario Luigi game.
brand. We don't know if they have plans or not. Ben Golden Triforce on the site says it's a trademark filing. That's it. Nothing important. Also, Return, the last game only released a year ago. Technically, Nintendo is still selling it. So if there's a reason for the trademark, it'd be that. Well, Ben, I don't know if that's the case or not. But the news is important because people were worried about what would happen with the franchise. And yes, Nintendo is just protecting a trademark, but it's still nice to see that they're actively going after that stuff. So who knows? Maybe there will be another remake at some point in time for the Switch. We'll just have to wait and see. I am not sure, but yes, people are hungry for that information.
We just have to wait and see.
Thank you, Josh. People are hungry for that information because of the stuff going on with Alpha Dream. And we still don't know. I would like to see Nintendo try and save Alpha Dream in some way, and maybe they will. Who knows? Maybe some of those employees will end up going to Nintendo. Oh, please don't make me hate this.
It wasn't my idea.
Not for every news.
Was it Josh?
No, it wasn't.
Whose idea was it?
I'm not going to tell you.
Is somebody texting you?
No.
Who's texting you?
Nobody. Well, my parents, but... What's disappeared? The Olimar?
Standard
The
Nikki.
trademark.
Standard Nikki Hill. Nope. That's
other
wrong,
story.
Nikki Hill.
The official website for Pikmin 3. Well, who cares? That game is so old.
How old is it?
Let's open that question up to the Discord chat.
No, that was for you. Yeah, the official website for Pikmin 3 has
Wait.
disappeared. And there's been... No, I'm not waiting. There's
So
been rumors...
that's not a question you want me to answer?
Nope. There's been rumors of Pikmin 3 coming to the Switch. People think it would make a lot of sense for the game to come to Switch because obviously on the Wii U, there wasn't that much of a market for really any game. And we've seen how well ports of Wii U games have done on the Switch. So it would be lovely to see Pikmin 3 come over. Also, on top of that, IGN's Piers Schneider talked about how he has heard about 2 rumored Wii U ports coming to the Switch. And in particular, last week we said he mentioned something about liking what Nintendo has done with real-time strategy, and that would certainly be Pikmin, or most fans would think of Pikmin when they hear that. And right after that, now the official website for Pigman.com has vanished. It has disappeared.
Pigman.com?
Pigman.com.
Oink.
Yes, yes, Nikki Hill? You had something to say, it looked like.
Meow.
Sean Snocta says Switch port incoming. I hope so, because I really think that game deserves to be played by more people. Like I said, the Wii U didn't exactly do all that well and didn't really find its way into many homes, which means even fewer people played the game because not everybody that had a Wii U bought Pikmin 3. Nikki Hill, have you ever played a Pikmin game?
No. I had to think about it.
You know, I have to give Mom Brain credit.
She's better at this.
She was like on it.
No, well, I mean, I first had to think about if I
How are you so good at it? You hardly ever or never looked at it. She's just like boom, bam.
She understands the alphabet more than I do.
Alphabetized. Mom Brain, really? I want to know your secret.
I don't know. It's a gift I have. I have many gifts.
But I was seriously trying to think if I actually ever played one, like even for a little bit, and the answer to that would be no.
We'll see. Maybe if it comes to Switch, now's the time for you to check out the Pikmin franchise.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's because I know you so well that I can't anticipate what you're gonna say, and I'm ready. I don't know.
Not even close.
Okay. Hi, Joe. Joe says, hi, y'all. My move went well, and I moved into my new place and have the internet again. So we'll be back each week again. Thanks, Joe. We're glad to hear that.
Moving ain't no joke.
Joe Mama, ain't no joke.
So, good for you. That's a major accomplishment.
Oh, wait.
Moving
was this
sucks.
on here?
I'm sure it was.
Thank
but
you
go
so
ahead
much
and
for playing my game.
Yeah, definitely.
Was it?
Played it multiple times.
You didn't? Okay.
Nope.
Thanks, Nico.
Definitely.
I tried real hard.
I was looking for that last week or last time I was here.
Yeah, Kirby plays it quite often.
Okay. I'm very proud of him.
Pokemon Sword and Shield has hit 3 million units sold in Japan.
And how long has that been out of the market, raw meat?
I don't know when it came out.
Oh,
November?
Never mind. I thought you knew this information.
Did you see what Joe said about moving?
November 22nd or something?
Y'all.
It was real. Joe says moving was really a ball ache. Yep. Or a ball ash. Yes, it sold 3.1 million units in Japan as of January 5th, 2020.
Oh no, the stream's choppy.
What do you want me to do? Hi, Milk and Consoles. Thanks for joining us.
That's what happens when you join the network. You get so many new visitors that the stream gets choppy.
Or it could be that bad weather outside. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I love the video version of the podcast, but what is important is the audio version.
The company that we keep.
The company that we keep. The game has sold 3.1 million units in Japan, and that is for physical sales. And now it joins an exclusive club of just 2 other games.
Amazing.
It joins Smash Brothers Ultimate and Splatoon 2, both of which have sold over 3 million physical copies in Japan. See, now you're on it. You're making Smash Brothers references, and the things are topical too. I like it.
Boom, Tetris for Jeff.
Steve Nintendo says Game Freak is doomed. Nintendo is doomed. Is that you?
I was scratching my foot
Wooloo
with my
is
other foot.
doomed. Wooloo better not be doomed, even though I used a picture of Wooloo.
What is Wooloo?
That Pokemon in that post.
I can't. Like, you've got multiple screens. I've got this, that, and the other thing. So
I was looking at you when you were doing, I don't know what you were doing on your phone. I guess you were looking at a story, but you were also looking at the soundboard. Your eyes were like humongous. You look like you were like in the Matrix, like doing both screens at once, and it was like blowing your mind. I'm sorry.
I'm glad I can be here for your entertainment.
New details were shared this week on Super Nintendo World. Hello, Shillelagh. Thanks for joining us. Super Nintendo World. Nikki Hill, did you see this trailer? Because when I watched it, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I did. You know what I said to myself? I said, no, there's not going to be coins for everybody to grab. And it turns out, I guess there can be.
Yeah, they actually demonstrated it at this press event. Yes, there are coins for people to get. And yet, what you use the coins for, I don't know, but you use them for something.
So the question mark blocks are within reach for people to jump and hit, right?
I'm sure they're all different heights, yeah.
But like, people are jerks. How many people do you think are going to try to climb on top of those?
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're going to have people in the park watching for like whatever.
They can't hire people just to question mark block them.
But I'm not saying
Is
that.
it there?
I get it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm sure at any amusement park people do stuff they're not supposed to do, like at Hogwarts, whatever. They climb,
Harry Potter Hogwarts, right?
They climb on stuff they're not supposed
There's
to, and
nothing
like
there
try
to
and take
climb on.
bricks of out of I don't know.
Diagonally.
I don't know anything about
Diagonally,
Hogwarts.
yeah.
I was gonna say McGonagall. Is that a Hogwarts? Is that a Harry Potter thing?
Yes.
A Harry Potter? A Harry Potter
Yeah,
thing?
it is. You did great.
They're gonna. Oh, Professor McGonagall.
Yeah.
Hi, Ice Grove. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it happens all the time. I'm sure it happens at Disney all the time too.
My mother was just there yesterday.
My mother.
She was
Hi, Rodney.
all day long. She was sending me messages about like.
Does she do the ride? No, she didn't.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Did she do the Hagrid ride?
Oh no, not Universal Disney.
Armored
Oh,
Frog
She's
says
a Disney.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Sacrets.
So she was sending me Baby Yoda shirts, like pictures of Baby Yoda shirts, and she was every one of them I found I have in your size in my arm because they're flying off the shelves and I don't want to have to beat anybody down.
Mom,
And
Rain, I
was like,
got
thanks, Mom.
a question for you.
Actually,
Why
yeah,
do
she
you
could-
have the Discord open in 2 places?
You have it open.
Yeah, that's for both of us. Yeah.
Well, I can't be looking over there and looking over here at the same time.
You guys got problems. We don't need 2 Discord. Close 1 Discord.
And then she goes to type, and she's going to take that away from you. And then
She
you're
doesn't
gonna
need
be
to type. She's got the microphone.
No, sometimes you want to type it out.
No. So anyway, yes, Nintendo and Universal Studios Japan held a presentation for their upcoming Super Nintendo World, which is opening in Japan summer 2020 before the Japanese or the Olympics, which are in Japan, and they start late July. So we have some kind of idea of when to expect the first park to open. And we learned some new details, like Nikki Hill was saying. You'll be able to collect coins because they're going to have these little, like, they're called power-up bands. And you wear them, and it's like they connect with a cell phone app, and you use them to interact in the park. So you'll be hitting question mark blocks to get coins, and you use coins to do things. And then People in the park will be able to band together to fight bosses. We don't know exactly how that works yet, but they did say that's going to happen. The power-up bands are...
That's not to you. That Mario was saying, hurry up with opening the
Yeah,
park.
you know, if you got to explain what you hit, then it kind of ruins it. The power-up bands are for Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Daisy, Toad, and Yoshi. I don't know how Daisy got in there.
I'm hoping that, I mean, the band, I don't know how the bands work exactly, but I'll tell you, I have a wand for Universal for Harry Potter. And definitely during the day when the sun was out, it was much harder to get the wands to work the way they were supposed to than it was at night when it was dark.
The bands are different, though. The bands
Yeah.
are like the Disney...
Like a magic band.
Yeah. That's what I gather, because the wands use a little bead on the tip, and it uses a light, basically like a little sensor.
Leviosa.
Yeah, it was a little bit frustrating to be like standing there with like a bunch of people waiting behind you.
My
and,
magic
like,
spell isn't working.
but at night it was
I
a lot
wanted to
easier.
send you a meme of Harry Potter and Ron like Harry is spotting Ron who's bench pressing, and it says, "Bro, do you even Leviosa?" It's like so
God.
Leviosa.
And as we were saying, there are question mark blocks, and you'll be able to like fake, jump up and hit them. How many people do you think are going to jump and hit them with their head? Like run full force,
Or
smash
like
their head into it.
how many ninjas are we gonna have doing like roundhouse
Parkour?
kicks and stuff off of them? Like not roundhouse kicks, but like high kicks, like over their
What are you
face.
talking about? What? Why?
You've never seen people kick over their head? They go like.
Well, see, the
and
thing
then
I was
kick
saying
their-
was related to Mario, and the thing you're saying has nothing to do with Mario.
What did you say?
I said hit them with their head because people think Mario hits the blocks with his head.
Oh,
But he doesn't.
but I
He
know he
doesn't
doesn't.
like
That's
this,
why
right?
Thank you, Mom Brain. Yes, I know.
But I didn't know that's what you meant. What about how about people getting on top and butt stomping them?
There.
You think that's gonna
There
happen?
you go. All right, here's the other details that were shared on the park. The parks in Hollywood, Orlando, and Singapore are going to follow the one in Japan. No limit is the slogan for the park. And their marketing director says, if Disney is the dream world, then Universal Studios Japan is the wake world, where we will energize you and make you feel... You need to,
Sorry,
need me to
just
repeat
tuning
there.
in.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
That's what I thought. The Universal Studios Japan marketing director says, quote, "Are you listening, Nikki Hill? If Disney is the dream
You
world,
spoke directly to me.
then
Right.
Universal Studios Japan is the wake world, where
Who
we
says
will
Disney is
energize
the dream
you
world?
and make you feel
It
alive."
kind of is, isn't it?
It's the Magic Kingdom.
It's magic, dreamy.
No, it's the.
It's not the real world.
They don't
for
call
sure.
it the dream world. Does anybody call
Until you
it
get
the
home
dream
enough to pay your bill.
world? What do people call Disney? The most magical place on earth.
I thought it was the place where dreams come true.
Ridley Surreal, you're right. Ridley Surreal says that video made the park look exhausting.
Everybody running around and jumping off stuff and
But that
bouncing
video,
off of bullet bills.
that video gave me very fond memories of the Legend of Zelda
High
dance
cumulative.
commercial where they do the hip hop dance
Oh.
routine.
Down with Zelda. Moving on. We talked about the power-up bands, digital coins, the smartphone app, all that jazz. There you go. Yes, they released a special video to promote the park, which is I don't know. I don't remember her name. Charlie XCX. I'm gonna say that's her name. There, she's singing a song about
Charlie.
the singing a song about having
Charlie
fun
Static.
and whatever. But yeah, the whole thing is like running around in a fake version of the Super Nintendo World Park.
Bye,
SoCar
milk and
says,
consoles. I hope your important things to do get done quickly and painlessly.
thanks for dropping in.
Have a good
SoCar
day.
says, if this gets a Singapore release, I might be tempted to visit Singapore. Well, it is, my friend. It is heading to Singapore. We just don't know the date other than after Japan.
Fantastic.
Thanks, buddy. There's going to be another event in New York sometime in February 2020. That's called a global promotional event. So they're going to talk more about the parks, and I would imagine more about the parks outside of Japan. We don't know the specific date of that, though, but that is when we can expect to hear more information. So all fingers and toes crossed. Hopefully I get an invite to that. I don't know how any of this works
Just
because
let
it's
you know.
universal. So
If it's mid-February, I'll be unemployed by then.
okay. I will. You all right there? What are you doing?
The table had a little crack in the middle.
We're gonna
have
get
one of
into that
those
next
too.
thing later. Here's something really interesting, and now we have multiple reasons to believe that this is actually happening. Looking at that time.
When you do that, it reminds me of the Grinch when he's up on top
When
of
I'm
the
like
mountain
down
and he's
looking
like,
low. The laptop for the podcast is on the floor, like on a little stand, and I have to look like down awkwardly at it.
State of the art, I will tell you.
That's right.
I saw little shelves at TJ Maxx this morning, and I was like, I feel like if I bought one of these, raw meat would find a use for it.
I like shelves,
But I did not buy one. They were tiny little guys.
So we had this listing from the Taiwanese ratings board that said BioShock is coming to the Switch. It listed BioShock Remastered, BioShock 2 Remastered, BioShock Infinite, the Complete Edition, and BioShock the Collection. So basically all the individual games in the BioShock collection rated for Switch, and in a collection itself rated for Switch.
was BioShock on only Xbox?
No.
It was on PS4 as well. Or
Well,
PS3
yeah.
or 2.
And then we got no 2, 3, and then we got to Xbox One and PS4.
Xbox One. Copy that.
Okay. Obviously Nintendo's platforms didn't get any BioShock games, but now it seems that might change. So whatever, you see Taiwanese ratings board and you're like, it's just one ratings board, maybe it's an accident. Since then, we've seen more ratings pop up from other ratings boards, 2 more to be exact. The Brazilian ratings board and the Korean ratings board. So both of them are showing that the BioShock the Collection is coming to Switch.
How big are these markets? Because like when it comes to like the game industry and like regions, these are 3 regions that I didn't really know existed on their own to have their own
For
ratings
games?
board. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. New games are coming out. We don't really get the sales data for that as we do other regions, but things are releasing there, so they're selling. And this bleeds into the rumor of a Nintendo Direct, because everybody's like, it's about time for a Nintendo Direct. Where's this Nintendo Direct? And many people are expecting that this will be part of the next Nintendo Direct. Obviously, it has been announced by Take-Two, but the ratings are out there and they are official. So the chances of this being a mistake, I would say, are pretty close to 0%. MeReal says, good. There's one more third-party series that folks can stop clamoring for on the Switch. Double D says, definitely in the minority here, but I've never played the BioShock series.
I started playing it. I have your copy of it.
Which one?
BioShock.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I kind of got overwhelmed with the big daddies.
As one does.
So what? You saw one and you were like, nope, I'm done.
Just too big. I couldn't handle it.
That is a huge father. So what? You saw one of the big daddies and you stopped?
He scared me. No, there's an area, if I remember correct, if I recall, click. There was something with water, and I was trying to get across this one section that just had the flooded area, which, believe it or not, there's a lot of areas in the game that have water.
This sounds like almost the entire game.
And there was a guy, and I was trying to shoot him, and I couldn't get past him, and I couldn't do it. But
Release Rhea says you have daddy issues. But
Daddy's got issues with me.
Oh,
That's
what?
Sassy.
In the butt?
If this comes to the Switch, I'll gladly buy it and let it sit on the shelf and never play it.
I never played the second one. I played the original BioShock
Really?
and I played Infinite. Yeah, because it wasn't made by the same people, and I was like, this is going to be a quick cash. And I believe it's widely held as the worst of the trilogy, and the other 2 are very highly regarded as excellent
I
games.
played a BioShock.
I think you played part of one.
Yeah.
You didn't finish it.
Yeah.
You did the old mom brain.
You know what? That game made me real motion sick.
BioShock?
Yeah.
You've played other first-person games.
Mm-hmm. So let's say it like this. I must not have liked the game enough to push through the motion sickness. I think I liked it.
I gotcha.
Who knows? Who knows what I think?
Hey, Josh, what did you think of Bioshock?
He's asleep right now.
Josh Grobot.
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Never mind, Josh. Can I have a drum roll, please?
Did you know you can play Tetris for free on Tetris.com?
That's all that guy plays is Tetris. Can I have a drum roll, please?
Since you asked politely.
Super Nintendo World has reportedly cost over $500 million to create Nintendo's Resort, which has the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, cost $256 million. And this is at...
Where was that one?
Are you serious? I just said it. Are you serious? Orlando. How do you know? What are you doing on your phone?
Wait, which Harry Potter though? Both of them combined?
What does that mean? I told you the whole thing. I said the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah, because there's 2 sections.
Well, I would imagine both of them are considered part of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
So wide. You know, there's
so
a lot
wide
of
apart.
Time. There's a lot of time in between the first one and the second one.
Yeah. So.
And now they're gonna get a third one. You believe that?
Well, I'm gonna say that's also part of the Wizarding
the Wizarding World.
It's the cold.
The Wizarding World. I have a bottle.
Well, anyway, Super Nintendo World
200
reportedly
million
has cost
for that, and this is 500 million.
545 million.
Well, here's the thing.
Hi,
with
GWX.
that. I got nothing.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of like technological stuff. Just looking at it, there's moving parts where the Wizarding World has some moving parts and stuff like that. There's owls that hoot and turn and look and all those other things. But like,
come to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter for owls that hoot and turn.
But Super Nintendo World has like really large moving set pieces, it looks like, right? But also, you know, technology has changed and they're really going above and beyond, so I'm not really surprised that they'd spend a lot of money. Also, here's a question: how much of that is spent in just the licensing, I wonder?
Yeah, I don't know if that's factored in or not. I don't know for either number. I don't know if that's factored in. Mom Brain, as much as I love you doing what you want to do, could you please stop surfing around the internet randomly on whatever you're doing?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Shoe dog.
What is that?
Looking at running shoes.
Oh, yeah. Could you? I mean, like, superfluous internet data while we're recording the show is dangerous.
I want you to know that I always do this. So, and I don't always look at shoes, but
what do you look at? Cats?
I was busy.
What do you think? So, all right, let's open this question up.
Cats.
If they haven't announced it yet, and maybe you've talked about this today, and I just
probably
didn't hear.
Chances are good.
A couple people in the, or it looks like Cumulative mentioned the butterbeer recipe. What do you think the flavors are going to be in Super Nintendo Land?
King Broly
Or is
says,
it World?
Nintendo, what is money to a king of his own land? That was his comment on the story. The flavors of Super Nintendo World?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, what are you eating? I don't know. What was Mario
What are you
eat?
buying?
You gotta have something with mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Do you think there's going to be like a fizzy drink that's like a superstar drink?
I mean, I don't know.
It's
like
fizzy?
full of caffeine.
I don't know if it's full of caffeine or just like sparkling.
Eileen
beverage,
Tom's
like-
got it. It's just Super Mario cereal. That's all you're going to eat there. Hopefully it's authentic and they give you all the meals that you see in the Mario Brothers movie, because that's what
How about a bread sandwich?
What?
Just a bread sandwich.
What does that have to do with Mario?
It has to do with the GoNintendo podcast.
Yeah, I know that, but I thought we were talking about Mario. How about Luigi's Linguini? That sounds like a fun one.
Heyo!
Mario's meatballs.
They also have
Princess Peach's
Harry Potter has
Pies.
Pies. Some of that peach.
Harry Potter has like the ice cream vendor
Oh man.
and the
Harry Potter.
the
and the
three
candy
broomsticks
shops
or whatever it is.
Well, they've got the 3 broomsticks and the
something called Leaky
the leaky
Cauldron.
cauldron.
The Plowman's Platter is
Careful, this is a family show.
by far one of my favorite things to eat in the world.
From Leaky Cauldron?
I believe it's Leaky Cauldron. What's the one in Diagon Alley? Is that the Leaky? Yeah,
Yeah.
the 3 broomsticks is in Hot
Giant-
Seat. Yeah.
Oh, you guys have great answers. Wolf says Super Mario's, and Giant Reggie says Princess Peach Cobbler. Yes.
I mean, a cake, I would imagine, right?
Ew.
Aren't there cakes?
What?
On a bunch of Mario?
What?
Oh, Freddy!
Freddie Fro posted. Freddie Fro posted an amazing GIF in the Discord chat. Wow. Away from the microphone, please.
All right.
Wolf, yes, you are right. Cake would make sense because Princess Peach loves to make cake, so why not cake?
Guys, I have an idea.
And that GIF is so
Kylie and Tom says I'm going to go bankrupt myself on merch when I go to Nintendo World. I suggest that starting now, everybody gets themselves or makes themselves a little piggy bank, and you start saving your change.
Isn't that cool?
Do you think that's why they changed the name?
We're like this close to broke. So if you want to buy things when we go, you're gonna need to
I don't
start
wanna
doing
buy
that
anything.
too.
I'm gonna live there. I'm gonna
Quick
live there.
question. Do you think they changed the store, the Nintendo store, or Nintendo New York, or whatever the heck it's called, from Nintendo World to the Nintendo New York? Not the Nintendo New York, the Facebook, whatever. Do you know what I'm trying to get
No,
at?
not at all.
Because this is Super Nintendo World. So they tried to like get that name, Nintendo World, out of your brain long enough so that they can create this and not have people get confused. Because I keep seeing it mentioned as Nintendo World, but it's Super Nintendo World. And I keep thinking Nintendo World is the store in New York.
I used to call it the Nintendo World Store, yes.
Right. But then now they don't want that because now it's going to be the Super Nintendo World Store at the parks. Know what I mean?
So you're saying they did that on
Moving
purpose?
on.
Nikki Hill, this is for you. This is very exciting. I'm just going to mention it. You have to go to the post to read it. But we had not one, but two exclusives this week on the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics, the upcoming Switch game based on the Netflix series, the Dark Crystal. Does it have a subtitle on Netflix?
Age of Resistance.
Is that it? We got two character profiles for that game, thanks to the developers. So you can learn about Deet, and I don't remember what the other guy is.
I think Deet's a great name.
Did I make it a top story? No, why would I do that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You
Hup. Deet and Hup.
Oh, Hup is the best. Did you watch? You didn't watch the
No,
whole series?
I didn't want.
Maybe it's not all about you.
Wow.
I think I watched the first 3 or 4.
Hup is amazing. Hup. Oh God, so good.
I haven't watched any of it. I do want to. I got nothing against it. I am very interested in watching it. I just
Well, you're gonna be real busy shoveling for the foreseeable future, so
It's not a lot of snow.
it's probably gonna melt in the driveway anyway. Oh, the snow, by the way. Let me know that the truck is still leaking coolant.
I mean,
Nice puddle underneath.
We all knew that.
I know the fix. What?
You've known the fix for like 3 months now.
Yeah, well, I'm getting closer and closer.
Okay. Well, we have. There was a Nintendo presentation this week, but it was not a Nintendo Direct. It was a Smash Brothers Ultimate Fighter presentation. We got to see who the final fighter is in the Fighters Pack, whatever the hell it's called, and we will talk about that in a second. But first, we have to do a couple spots for our new network. So please, Nikki Hill, this is up to you. Mom Rain, remember, we can't talk during this.
I'm not allowed to talk during this.
You either, yes.
In this quarter on the Greenlit Podcast Network, Chris Sims and Matt Wilson. And in this quarter, VHS oddities, confusing animation, and modern not-so-classics.
Plus snacks, movie fighters. We watch movies and beat them up.
Nikki Hill, you can play the next one now.
Did we want to talk about that?
Nikki Hill, play the next one, please.
How does Bloodborne stack up against, say, Oregon Trail? And is Bomberman just Lode Runner from a different point of view? Find out on Hardcore Gaming 101's Top Games, where we objectively, definitively, and scientifically rank the games you nominate for our ever-growing list. HG 101's Top Games, twice a week, every week, right here on Greenlit.
Was your mind really blown by that? The Lode Runner Bomberman?
I don't think of Lode Runner or Bomberman much.
I know, but you just heard it and your mind was blown.
Oh, it was an interesting idea.
Well, is it? I mean, you got to there you go. Listen to that
I'm
podcast
gonna
and
have
you'll
to
find
because
out.
I don't know anything about either one.
All right. So there was a Smash Brothers presentation. We found out
That's Hup.
Oh, well, yeah, they send pictures of Hup
Oh,
in the
yeah.
post. Freddie Pro says, did you make an ad for other podcasts too? I did. I did make an ad, so they're going to hear it on other podcasts if you listen to other podcasts on the Greenlit Podcast Network. But I don't like it, so I'm going to do it again.
Your ad should just be GoNintendo Podcast.
No one cares about me.
I need to add in a few more things in that. But yeah, if you listen to some of the other podcasts, you'll hear mine. I could tell you what ones. I just don't have it on me right now. They rotate every week, so obviously... I'll be talking, or you'll hear different ones as we go forward, and eventually we will repeat. But
Joe likes your pants.
thank you, Joe.
Joe thinks they're raw meat, but they're
they are
not.
raw meat colored. Yeah.
They're Zubas.
So the new fighter, the last fighter in that pack was revealed, and it is Byleth from from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and people were like, Byleth again? Another Fire Emblem character? Because there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters in Smash Brothers.
How many are there? 2.
No. I want to say there's like
To fight with?
somewhere in between 7 to 9 Fire Emblem characters. What are you looking at me weird for? Yeah.
Like core characters or something?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like for you to play.
Nader Die says Byleth is the number 8. Yes, there are 8 playable Fire Emblem characters
I don't
in
see
Smash
them up
Brothers
there.
Ultimate.
I see 1, 2. I see 2.
That poster doesn't even have half the roster on it. Are you calling all of us liars, Nikki Hill?
Just you.
So yeah, Byleth was...
Here's the thing. Ice Climbers, there's 2 characters in that. There's 2 characters on that poster. You know what I mean? So if there's 8 or before 7 characters from Fire Emblem and they only have 2 on the poster, they're coming up short.
That poster came out long before half the roster was revealed for the game.
Well, where's the new poster then? There should be a new poster.
Too big. Too many characters. It's like 80-something characters, right? You make it. Nader Die says Marth, Roy, Ike, Lucina, Crom, Robin, Corrin, and now Byleth. There
I
you
don't
go.
understand what any of that means.
All Fire Emblem. Those are your playable characters
heck?
in Smash Brothers that are from the Fire Emblem franchise. So Byleth comes out January 28th, 2020. But if Byleth isn't your thing, don't worry, because as we knew, there's a whole nother set of characters coming to Smash Brothers. And instead of 5 this time, there will be 6. So 6 more characters still coming to Smash Brothers Ultimate. When is the first
how
one
many
of those
are
6
coming
gonna be
from
revealed?
Fire
We don't
Emblem?
know. All of them. All Fire Emblem. No, we don't know. I would imagine none. That's just a guess, though. So yeah, there's 6 more to come, and who the hell knows what they're going to be. Raynard says, Fire Emblem.
Sprainard.
Another goddamn Fire Emblem character. I don't give a good goddamn about that. Thanks, Sakurai. So that's 2 of 5 DLC characters I'm happy with. Last time I ever supported Season Pass before everything is revealed. Well, I mean, I guess there you go. You're right. You learned your lesson. You can, if you don't want all the characters to have the complete roster, you can just piecemeal it and pick who you want. So yeah, this time around, let all 6 get revealed and see who you want and download only those. Nikki Hill, here we go. It's you, baby.
Sure, whatever.
European releases for this week.
You want me to do that?
Handled. That's our new thing, yeah. European releases for this week
Releases
are
for the week of January 16 are Jump Gunners. Am I supposed to do this every time?
Nope.
Where Angels Cry, Tears of the Fallen Collector's Edition. So much text. Robots under attack. Are the robots under attack? I would assume so, judging by that name.
Yeah, it
Super
sounds like
mega-
you are attacking the robots. It says
Yeah.
shoot the robots using your bow.
Yeah, I don't know. So why am I? Would I scream that? If I'm attacking robots, would I yell "Robots under attack"? That's like giving them a heads up.
Who says the robots aren't saying it?
Robots under attack.
Josh, how do you feel about this?
I'm feeling so great. Thanks for asking.
Josh, they're your people.
Yeah,
well, they're
right?
your
Josh
robots.
Josh Grobot is dark, man. He's something.
I don't want to be here.
Something's not right with him.
Josh, you like that idea of attacking robots?
That was a really great story.
Super Mega Space Blaster Special Turbo. I love names like that.
Oh, here we go.
Atelier Ayesha.
I learned that it's Atelier.
Atelier Ayesha. The Alchemist of Dusk DX. The Alchemist of Dusk
Yep.
Dix.
What? What?
DX. How do you pronounce it?
DX.
Yeah,
That's what I
pronounce
say.
it. Sound it out.
Degeneration
Thank you, Mom Brain.
X.
Atelier.
God, we could do the microphone thing.
Atelier Shali. Alchemist of Dusk C. Dex.
DX.
Atelier Esha and Logi. Alchemist of the Dusk Sky. What is this just like a Pokemon thing? It's like all these different versions of the same game?
No, it's like compilation
different
of
games.
games that came out throughout the years in this franchise.
Oh, so then you can get the whole Atelier Dusk Trilogy Deluxe Pack. Curious Case. All right. That just makes me think of Leighton. The Station. What's that about? It's a sci-fi person. It's a first-person sci-fi mystery.
What goes on in your head when you read? I don't
Squidlet.
understand.
Squidlet Inc. I don't know what that is. Demolish, and Build. Demolish and Build 2018. Enough with the games. Without Escape. Anime. Studio Story.
Enough with the games. Literally the next one, you go right back to it.
Doggy Ninja, The Burning Strikers. I want to know more about. Oh, it's a soccer game. Meitetsu, Pure Station. That was not.
Pure is written normally. Why couldn't you?
It doesn't come out of my mouth normally. To the Moon. Seek Hearts. Self. Audio Beef. Sorry James. Super Crush KO. Witch and Hero 2. Dream Walker. Never Fall Asleep. Arcade Archives. Bells and Whistles. Stories Untold. Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Sharp.
Hashtag.
Nope. Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Yo, let me hit that hashtag up.
Sharp Fee Encore. Encore. So Many Me.
This is unbelievable. How does it get worse every week?
Red Bow. Red Bow?
Nope, red bow.
How do you know?
Because it's a girl wearing a red bow.
Oh.
Red bow.
Adventure Pinball Bundle, which includes Dragon Pinball, Pirates Pinball, and Titans Pinball. Spider Solitaire. Lydia. You play as the popular
The encyclopedia.
chef woman, Lydia? No? You don't know who Lydia
Rami
is?
I know,
loves
yeah,
Lydia.
yeah, like
Rami
the-
absolutely loves her.
And then there's a bunch of
the balding
downloadable
woman.
content, which we're not going to get into. Ooh, but Snooker 19.
Thanks, Nikki Hill.
Yeah, I don't think you're really that grateful.
I'm not. Autumnal Blake says, I'd love to play Sharp FE and try out Atelier, but the time available sure sucks like usual. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to play big RPGs when you don't have a lot of time. I completely understand.
I'd like to play Sharp AF.
Okay. North America, this
No?
week's releases. Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Oh,
Sharp,
you hear how stupid he sounds when he tries to say words?
Sharp FE Encore. Adventure Pinball Bundle. Anime Studio Story. Arcade Archives. Exarium. Caveman Chuck. Curious Cases. Doggy Ninja The Burning Strikers. Dreamwalker Never Fall Asleep. Dungeon Shooting. Ember. Extreme Trucks Simulator. Jurassic Excite. Lydia. Meitetsu Pure Station. Planetary Defense Force.
Keep your Tetsu
Psycho
out of this.
Shooting Stars Alpha. Red Bow. Robots Under Attack. Sea King Hunter. Seek Hearts. Self. So Many Me Extended Edition. Soccer Tactics and Glory. Sorry James. Spider Solitaire. Super Crush KO. To the Moon. The Station. And Witch and Hero 2. Also on the 3DS this week is Small World Z. And on the Wii U, yes, the Wii U, Regina and Mac.
eShop. So the eShop is still live on the Wii U. Is it the same eShop?
Every week we do digital releases. So what would it be other than something digital? You're like,
I
oh, the
wasn't thinking
eShop.
but the eShop on the Wii U. I thought like they put that to bed. Is it this? It's not the same eShop, so you can't get that game on the Switch. It's only on the Wii U eShop. What is it called on the Switch? Still eShop, right?
I'm just seeing how long you're gonna keep talking. It's the eShop. Everywhere is the eShop. The one you're thinking of is the Wii Shop channel. That closed.
Oh, okay.
Wii Shop channel is done.
But you still can't get Regina and Mac.
Regina and Mac released for the Wii U.
Right. So you can't see that on the Switch.
No.
I just want everyone to know that when Raw Meat reads his list, it's in list form. When I read it, it's like a 14-page book
All right,
report.
I'll
and I
do
need
Europe
to
next
search.
week, and you do North America.
I'm not going to be here. No, wait.
You will.
I think
you
I
said
can
you
be here
would. You
next
said
week.
2 weeks in a row. All right.
Oh, geez. Now we're just keeping track, huh? Keeping tabs.
Here's one that was rumored for years, literally years, and it turns out it was true the whole time. Deep Silver and 4A Games have confirmed that Metro Redux, or Redo, however you want to say it, is coming to the Switch. It's 2 games in one, Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light, and I believe it's both games on one game card.
What is the Metro series like? Is it
both games and all DLC on one 16-gig card with no additional download required? That's what you want to hear, baby. That's great news. What are these games?
Are they third-person games?
No, they're first person.
First-person shooters?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Do you want to hear a little bit about it?
Nah.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, just nice to finally see that these are actually confirmed for release on Switch after so many years of retailer listings that said they were coming, and then retailer listings getting yanked and people speculating and all kinds of rumors. Now it is 100% confirmed. Akmiguins says, so glad to see that the trend started by The Witcher 3 has started to catch on. While people, there's a bit of a discussion about what size cartridge they should have used here. But yes, it's both one cartridge, DLC. Great news. We also learned that Fire Emblem Three Houses is getting Cindered Shadows DLC. Which
That's not possible.
Oh, a Fire Emblem one. Very good. Coming out February 13th. I'll just read you the whole thing. The surface world turned its back on us, and we did the same in return. Wow. Meet the Officers Academy's secret fourth house, the 13th, as part of the expansion pass. So more DLC for Fire Emblem Three Houses, more to do. Another secret house to get involved with.
NPD, 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 NPD.
The stream is buffering. Well, we have to go on. There's nothing I can do. We have NPD data for December 2019 and the full year 2019. We're not going to go into the full... Well, I might mention the full year stuff, but for you guys...
Isn't there other information too? Anyone?
Minecraft?
Hold on. Minecraft is number 10. Yes, you just made it.
We were talking December, huh?
Splinter Cell.
No, that's not even a
Ghost
thing.
Recon.
No. No Tom Clancy in there.
Fortnite.
Fortnite is not a game that's sold. Well, I guess technically it is, but no, Fortnite's not on there.
I mean, Fortnite hasn't been on there for the last ever, so why would I
it's a
even
free
ask that?
game.
Yeah.
Smash.
Smash Brothers is number 8. Very good.
Far Cry.
How about Mario or Luigi's Mansion? Or what is it? Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Luigi's Mansion 3 is number 5.
Hey,
You guys
how
are doing
about
good.
How about Odyssey?
Overwatch.
Odyssey, no. Overwatch, no. I don't know how you guys always always miss this one.
Pokemon.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Yes, number 6 and number 9. Not the one
How
I
do
was
we
thinking
always
of,
miss it? How do we always miss it?
bro.
Call of Duty.
Call of
Yeah.
Duty, bro.
I knew it was like one of those.
Wait, is it bro? It was bra for a while, right? Like, sup, bra,
Who are you talking about?
bros.
What?
Call of Duty bra?
Bro.
It's not like BRUH?
No, the way the guy said it was bro.
Bro. The guy said bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought people like say bra.
Yeah,
Like
if they're
bra.
like surfers.
Sup,
Shaka
bro?
bra. All right, here we go. I'm going to give you songs as I do. You guys got most of them, though. All right, this is number 2.
Star
Star
Wars.
Yes, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
That sounds like Star Wars Jedi fall in order.
The Jedi Fallen Order, yeah.
They fall in order.
Yeah, I get it.
Like you first, now you, now you.
That's great.
Oh.
Okay, 2K20. John Tesh wrote that song.
What
I'm
song?
very proud of him.
The one I was singing.
I don't know that song.
I mean, I know the
if
song.
Kirby was
but
here,
what
he
do I
would have
know?
known. You got that, you got that, you got that, you got that, and you got that. You did your top 10. You guys did really good this time.
Great.
Thank
What did you get? Nothing.
Your 11 through 20 are Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, FIFA 20, Just Dance 2020, Need for Speed. What is it? The 10 best or the top games of the decade. And Call of Duty. Let's see how many. Just be nosy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Congratulations,
That's.
bros.
I don't get it, man.
How do you not get it? We love violence. We love war.
Big fan of violence.
Kids playing with those little owl toys that like spin around and then fly off their.
I've seen
They're
them, yes.
terrifying.
They're great.
They're like.
I mean, we had those when we were kids. What they Sword and Shield
Oh.
has set a new record. It's related to Famitsu's software sales charts, which go all the way back to 1995. So for the longest time, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl were the record holder for most consecutive #1 placements on the weekly sales chart. And it had 8 weeks in a row. Well, that record has now been broken by Pokemon. So Pokemon took the, and it could go even longer. Giant Reggie says, I would have sworn Pokemon was just a fad.
The
Since
game is not fun.
since this time of year is pretty slow game release wise, I think it'll hold for a couple more weeks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wanted to look at the charts to see like what the next big titles are that are coming out in Japan, but it might be.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Why did that take so long?
Because I didn't know what I thought you were judging Josh, but you weren't. You were judging.
No, you guys. He literally tells you every week that you can play Tetris for free at Tetris.com, yet
Not-
you didn't
He
play
doesn't tell
it.
me every week because I wasn't here last week.
Just because you're not here doesn't mean you can't listen to the podcast.
He also doesn't call me. Talk to
well,
me.
that's something you two have to work out outside of the podcast.
No one cares about me.
That's my favorite clip.
I can tell.
It's a good one. I like it.
What have you been playing? Raw meat. Cowboy?
Oh, wow. Thank you. Right.
Did you forget your last name? It's always raw meat, raw meat, raw meat. Raw meat cowboy is your name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And playing video games
You're saying it to me.
is you.
Oh, what's it called?
Oh gosh, this guy. Spit those words out.
Yeah, I know. I always have trouble with game names. Mom Brain, what is the matter?
Nothing's the matter.
You're like dying on me.
I'm not dying. To Josh's Tetris comment, Joe's leaving to go play Tetris.
I don't blame him. Hypercharge Unboxed is a game where you play as like a little soldier, like a toy soldier, and you can build like little fortresses around them to protect them from the attacking enemies, which are like robot toys and things that look like Beyblades and other stuff like that. And you go through waves and you try and defend it. And you can play this locally multiplayer. You can play by yourself if you want, or you can play online multiplayer. And then there's also more traditional online play like deathmatch and stuff like that, which I can't really try out because there's not this.
And for everybody listening, what was the name of that game again?
For everybody listening, Hypercharged Unboxed. No, that's not true.
Oh, you're still on that one. Okay.
Hypercharge Unboxed. Yeah, it's not hypercharged. It's Hypercharge Unboxed. And that comes out, I want to say, towards the end of the month. So look forward to that. And also, I played Battletoads, the original Battletoads.
The original.
Yeah. Did a video on it because I wanted to see how bad I was now. And I didn't get as far as I thought I would. But that's because I forgot about one of them where...
You're on like the speed wheel.
No. I'll tell you if you just Let me say it.
Yeah, spit it out already.
You're riding surfboards on the water.
Oh,
Right.
It's
The
same
second
with
level
ice one,
is
right?
no. Ice one is strictly side scrolling.
I don't
no
know.
depth.
I just don't remember.
The second level is the going down the tunnel, the hole. I mean,
On your rope.
yeah, on your rope.
yeah.
The third one is the turbo tunnel. The fourth is the ice level.
What's the turbo tunnel? The speeder things?
Well, there's two speeder things.
What's the turbo tunnel?
The one where you sit on the thing and you got to make the big jump.
Where?
Go Nintendo questions at gmail.com.
Huh?
They can be about Nintendo. They can be about video games in general, or they can be about anything you want. Today's question comes from Game Freak 613. He says, sorry if you already answered this, but what brand and model microphones and mixer do you use now? Oh boy, I don't remember. Here, I'll tell you. It's the Behringer Q1202. And the microphones are, I put a lot of research into them because I wanted something that didn't sound terrible.
Say I like Burger King's fries better than Wendy's. The quality of the food and like the cleanliness of the restaurant, at least where we go, is better at Burger King. So Burger King, although nobody put Taco Bell in there, because if you had, that would have been my number one.
Nikki Hill.
I like Taco Bell.
That's not a choice here.
I haven't had McDonald's in a long time. I haven't had Wendy's in even longer, and I don't remember the last time I had Burger King. However, if I want a fast food burger, I'll go to Smash Burger.
That is not a choice here.
Well, I'm giving you what I got. I haven't had.
Nikki Hill's being difficult, and you don't get an answer from
You
him.
raw?
Listen, Game
I don't
Freak,
eat their burgers.
give Smash Burger a shot. If there's one by you, you'll enjoy it. Where's Game Freak from?
I
Look
don't
this
know.
information up. Can you hack him right now?
Ms.
Ms. Brain, you had multiple bad experiences at Wendy's. Was it the same Wendy's?
No.
Okay.
Brothers, but it comes at the cost of cutting 10 Pokemon from the current Pokemon games. Would you do it? Who would you want? And what would you cut? Who would you do multiple? Would you do it multiple times to get the characters?
I want Toe Jam and Earl.
That'd be great. As separate players or a duo?
Separate players.
And
Because they are their own alien. I'm not saying that you're wrong for caring about Pokemon. I'm just saying that if you don't like Toe Jam and Earl,
You can go
we
sit
have a
on
problem.
Yeah, it's I don't care about Pokemon enough to not cut them. So if I'm just answering this based on me, then yeah, cut them and let's put Travis in there. I think Travis would be great for Smash, and Travis would be so happy to be in Smash. Nikki Hill, I'm guessing you don't have an answer.
I don't know what other characters there I could add that haven't already been said.
Oh, okay, no answer from Nikki. Nikki Hill.
I mean,
Okay, then your answer is McDonald's.
and I've eaten it, but I'm not a big fan of it.
Your answer is McDonald's.
No, that doesn't mean I like it.
But you liked it enough to choose. Let's do some music, Mom Brain. Send your music to gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
GN
music.
podcast music.
Comes from Wired. This one's inside my head when I want to run.
Loud noise.
I think I know this.
Is this squirrel game?
Conker's Bad Birthday.
Win back.
No.
Fix the fern back.
Have a system.
Switch.
Oh God, why do I know this? Played. This is Disney's Guilty Party.
I feel like this game is up my alley.
I tried to get you to play it, and you were like, "There's too much talking."
What was it about?
It's kind of like their take on Clue.
Yeah. All right.
It was really good.
So that was Disney's Guilty Party from Jet Jaguar. Here comes one from Jess I.
Everybody votes? Sounds like a bad racing game or a bad wrestling game or
It's neither.
Sonic Shadow the Hedgehog.
Nope.
I don't know. Go ahead.
Final Fantasy X?
Wow, really?
X10? I mean, that's... What do you think you're going to like this one, Raw?
Oh, yeah. Hello, Momry?
You're right.
Thank you. Great game. If you haven't played that game, play that game. Fantastic game. So good. Another one Mom Brain started and just stopped.
Baroque.
And no.
Kind of a system.
It is GameCube.
Eternal Darkness.
No.
Odama.
No.
Man, I don't know. On the GameCube. Did you have a GameCube? No.
No. Resident Evil 4.
It has a church.
I was wrong.
It's Resident Evil.
This is on the GameCube, you said? Well,
Resident
Code
Evil Remake.
Veronica? 2, 3,
No.
1?
No.
Okay, well, that will be all the Resident
Zero?
Evil games on the game.
Cat spelled with a K.
For
That's
the
how you know
NES,
it's
I guess? What the
Yeah.
hell is that game? I never even heard of it.
I don't know, but playing to the music person with cats. This one comes from Glitter Bubble 3. Oh, sorry.
Is this another random NES game?
Must be.
Prince of Persia.
I do feel like
Aladdin.
desert or something, yeah.
No.
Wait a minute. That sounds
Like brand looking situation. Both of them playing to Mom Brain's love of
Yeah, right.
cats. Cats. Here's one last little ditty for you, and it's from Nate or Die.
It's not Smash Brothers. It's not Four Swords. Zelda and it's weird. Oh, Soul Calibur. 2.
Yes,
Yeah!
great job.
With the Link exclusive.
All right, so
You
didn't
killed
get
it.
Puss in Boots. You didn't get Rockin' Cats. You got Resident Evil. You got Read Only Memories. You didn't get Final Fantasy. You got Everybody Votes and Guilty Party. You didn't get Katana Zero either, did you?
No, unfortunately not. Thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye,
Goodbye, everybody.
Enjoy your week, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, Mitch. Is it over? Like, better get out
Well,
of here.
since the you gotta go.
Oh, careful. He was just drinking.
Since the YouTube stream was a real fart this week, I don't know what's up with it. I guess we won't do the after show. We'll just end it and hope for better next time. But if you were watching live or trying to watch live or put up with it live, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sorry for the troubles. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's the weather here.
Sorry for your hardship.
I don't know. But thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Have a great week.
Thanks for watching.
Play some games. Hang out with friends and family. Take a rest. You deserve it. And we'll catch you next week. Goodbye, everybody.
Enjoy your week.
Bye, everybody.